Hi, welcome to 11 FX. This is our weekly outlook. This is opportunity for us to maximize the synthetic market. This is a time in which we come to look at potential trading opportunities and opportunities we can maximize, right, to make money, right? The goal of trading is to make money, right? And that's what we are going to do. All right, so let's look at the assets. Before I go into that, I would like you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Click on the subscribe button and like this video. Right. Don't also forget to join our Telegram page. Our Telegram page is where we share information, it's where we share setups and all of that. Let's go right into the business. I'll be dropping the Telegram link in the description. So if you want to be part of it, just do well to join the Telegram channel, the link in the description. Right. So let's go straight into the business of the day. That's our weekly outlook on the synthetic indices. So let's have the first asset here with volatility 10. Volatility 10. All right. So let's do top-down analysis. So from this, I can see that this market is has been quite bullish. Let's look at the daily time frame to see if we can see something. You waste the time your analysis on the daily, then down. Right. If you're using your MT5 or MT4, you have access to even the weekly. Right. You have access to the weekly. Right. The weekly close pretty bullish. Right. The weekly close pretty bullish. Though it's not available here. Looks quick, pretty bullish. So let's look closely at the weekly time and lower lows. So here's the daily now. Right, our lower high, and then we saw the market give us a low, give us a high, give us a low, give us a high, and gave us a low. So this was a very bearish market, and then we saw the market broke structure. How did it break structure? The market came above this last lower high. Right, so that was our area of interest where we had our break of structure on the bigger time frame. So now we had this bullish market. We attempt to analyze the previous data now. So we had a break of structure. Market went above this low here. We had a break of structure. The market came back a bit down, and then has been buying for weeks now. Has been buying for a lot of days. We had a very bullish market, right? So we have had our higher high and higher. So now this market is pretty bullish on the daily time frame. So now we have the idea that this is a bullish market. Let us look at the next thing to play, right? Let's look at the next thing we could play. Now, since we had a bullish market, we're looking for buy opportunities, right? So you know that when market makes a higher low, a higher high, market moves like this, forms a higher low, higher high, higher low, and higher high. So based on what I'm saying, the market has formed this higher high. So now we're looking for potential buy opportunities to take this market higher, right? So looking for opportunities to take this market higher. So looking at this, let's see if we can see any opportunity. First, we have used the daily to identify the major trend, and we can agree that the major trend is bullish right from the daily time frame, right? So now let's go to the smaller time frame. Let's go to the smaller time frame now. Go to the smaller time frame. Okay, let's go to the 4-hour. I like using 4 hours to see structure. Right, I love using 4 hours to see structure. Okay, we may have a very long bullish run because this market had been selling for a long time, right? We may have a very long bullish run on this market. So let's look out for potential opportunities on a smaller time frame, right? Let's look at that. All right, so as you can see, we had a very good bullish structure on the daily time frame. So let's look at the 4-hour to see if we can identify anything on the 4-hour. So looking at this, well, the market has been quite bullish. So let's look at the recent structure now. Let's look at the recent structure. All right, so you always use the recent structure to know the potential trading opportunities you have. All right, looking at the recent structure, we had a very bullish market. See our higher high or higher low. All right, okay, I call this a higher high, call this our higher low, but though they came there, but let's just use this our higher high. Our higher high, our higher low, had a higher high here, had a higher low, right, and then we have a higher high. So now we're looking for an entry to push this market higher. Looking for an entry to push the market higher. So let's look closely to see if you can find one. Now, using the daily, the 4 hour, we have a very bullish structure on the 4 hour as well. So now let's look at let me send this to the back. I don't know if it's going to work. Let's see. Right. So now, okay. So it's kind of worked. It's kind of worked. Yes, it kind of worked. So now we had the structure. Okay. Let's look at this. Okay. Can see this. Let's see this. Let's see this. Okay. So I've brought up my Fibonacci too. I don't know why the numbers are not showing, but the middle number here is by 50. Let me see if it's going to, if the visual order is going to affect it. Right, I've been having issues with my Fibonacci tool for a while now. Visual order sent to the front. Let me see, break forward. Okay, it didn't work. Send, okay. All right. We're still trying to work on the visual order to see if the yeah. All right. So looking at this, we have a very bullish structure based on this. Let me remove so we can see the charts clearly. So I have a very bullish structure. All right. So let's see if you can see potential opportunities to take this market higher. So now looking at this, I can see an order block here. You know, this order block was able to take out this structure and form a new high. So I'll be looking maybe around here for a buy. I'm looking at this region for a buy because this is our last higher low. If the market should go below this point, then we'll have a break of structure. So we may be looking for buy opportunities here in that zone. All right, so let's zoom out a bit. Let's zoom out to see if we can see something. Okay, all right. The market has also broke this zone here, right? Okay. I feel that this market is going to buy from that region since you're looking for buy opportunities. So when you see a buy from here, market may just come into this region and tap and go higher. So this should be our overall take profit somewhere around there, based on what I can see. I'm seeing a major protective high here at this point here. So we may be buying this week up to this level. We'll buy up to this level here. All right, so I'm looking to buy there to take my profit there. We're looking at this. Yeah, I should be my take profit. I'm looking to take my profit around there. Let me zoom in to see what is happening there. Time may not permit us to stay so long here. So we'll just look at those two assets. I just want to understand the concept of how we do the analysis. All right, so okay, this is a protective high. All right, so we'll be looking to sell around there. So this area is our area of interest from here to here. So we're looking at this region for our take profits, somewhere around there. So around this region here. So looking at our TP around there, this zone here. Right. So let's zoom into the future now. Zoom to the current price. All right. So that is it. I'm looking to buy from that region up there. Right. So we should be having our reaccumulation here. So we can now label here as potential area for reaccumulation. Right. So potential area for reaccumulation. So we're looking for reaccumulation here. Right. So we're looking for reaccumulation in this area here. We're going to see the market give us our break of structure. That means we want the market to come on a smaller time frame. This is a 4 hour now. Once the market's coming and maybe on 15 minutes or the 30 minutes time frame, we want to see the market do this, come into this region, you know, sell structure, give our break of structure, and then push up. We want to see this accumulation happen in that region. All right, so that's our area of interest. All right, so let us go over the next thing. I'm sending this to the Telegram channel. I'm sending the link of all this to the Telegram channel. All right. So I'm posting this in our Telegram channel. If you want to have access to the charts, the markup, just go to the Telegram group and you will see it there. Right. So I've posted this one now. Posted this. Right. So let's look at the next one. The next assets. Let's look at the next asset. I'm looking at assets that I trade. Right. Let's look at this 51s. The same concept, we go to the daily time frame to start our markup to see what the daily is saying, because the bigger time frame controls the smaller time frame, right? All right, this one is quite in a range. So there's no clear structure on this market. Based on what I can see, is in a range. The market has been in a range for months, right? has been in this range for some number of months. Let us just see if we can see anything there. But if you can't see anything, we'll move over to the next asset. Right. One of the secrets of trading is that you must not force setups. Right. You just look at the ones that favor you. Right. There's been a very funny market. There's been just been in a range, no precise location, But I'm bearish on this guy. I am quite bearish on this guy. I am bearish on this guy. So now, looking at the structure of this market, all right. Let's look at the smart time frame. We can find any setup on this. I look at the 8 hour. Based on the 8 hour, let's see if we can find anything on the 8 hour. Or let's go to 4 hour at once. Right. Now, okay, all right. Based on 4 hour, we have a bearish structure on the 4 hour, right? We have a bearish structure on the 4 hour. Right, the market has been trending downwards, but there's a lot of imbalance to the upside. But right, for the market to break above here, then we would likely sell down. So the market may sell down from here. Let's just look at the structure of this market. So from the 4 hour, we had a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Wow, we saw a break of structure, we saw a lower high, and then it has been selling. Then we can call this our lower low, and then sorry. So let me do that again. Trying to get the structure of this market. Higher high. You see that's very simple structure. When we saw a break of structure here, we had our retest for our lower high, and then we saw the market do this. You saw this, right? And then the markets formed a new low. So this market has been quite bearish. All right. I was looking at this entry setup some time ago. Based on what I can see here, this is the last obvious lower high. So this market, if the market is able to go above here, then we have our break of structure. The market can go above this region here, can go above this point here, then we have our break of structure. So let us just look at, keep a line there. Right, so if we can go above here, but we should always trade with the trend. So now looking at this, I can see a very good setup for a sell. Why? Because markets form some kind of equal highs at this point here. There's some kind of equal high here, which the market took out. As you can see, this is an institutional candle, right? So I'm looking out for a sell in this region there. I'm looking out for a sell here, right? Looking out for a sell in that region. Let's go to the 2 hour time frame to see this clearly, right? Let's go to the 2 hour time frame to see things more clearly, right? So we can see it clearly on 2 hour. Can see clearly on 2 hour that there's some kind of institutional candle at that point here, right? So we can call this our smart money institutional candle. So we're looking at for sell here. I want to see lower time frame break construction in this region here, and then we can take ourselves. So this is a very good bearish opportunity, and we'll be looking to sell from this region here, this region at this point here, right? So I'm looking out for a sell in this region. If I see a lower time frame break construction, I'm going short on this guy, and this will be my TP. So let me just draw this. Right. We'll just do 2 more and then we'll call it a day. I don't want to make this video so long. So this is it. Market comes in here, give us our sales out of, and then we are tipping here. We want to take our TP here. No, we want to always take our profit at the last low. So markets may come and form a double bottom or thereabout. So I'm looking at here for my sell, for my TP. So I'm looking to sell in this region and then take price down to this point. So I hope that you understand that. Okay. I hope you understand that. All right, let's go over. I'm copying this to, I'm posting on my Telegram channel. So if you want to have access to this, go to my Telegram channel and then you would have it. All right, so I'm copying this right now to post on the Telegram channel. Copying this. All right. All right, copied. I've posted it on my Telegram channel. So I'm speaking now. I've posted it on the Telegram channel. All right. Let's look at the next one. Let's look at VIX 50. I look at asset that I trade. Let's look at VIX 50. Okay. Let's look at, we'll look at VIX 50. We'll look at step index and maybe 75. No? 75 is kind of confusing for now, but we'll just look at it. Let's just start with VIX 50 first. So we'll go to the daily time frame as usual to start our analysis for the bigger time frame. All right, on VIX 50, I can see a quite bullish structure, but the weekly time frame is not here. We have an engulfing candle on the weekly time frame, but since you can't see that, let me just stick to what we have here. Well, the market has been quite bullish on the weekly. Let's look at the daily now. So, wow, this is beautiful. So now the market is bearish. Why? Market has closed below our last lower high. There's a break of structure here. So this is our break of structure, higher high, higher low, higher high, break of structure. Markets close up below there. And how can we confirm that? Let's look at our line chart to confirm if it actually closed below. So look at the line chart, it's very clear. Markets came below our last lower high, our last high, higher low, sorry. So we have a break of structure on the daily time frame. So now let's look at the smaller time frame to see if we can make our entries. Right, so use the bigger time frame to understand the overall direction of the market, and then use the smaller time frame for your entries. Right. So let us just watch what the market is doing. And watching patiently, that's what the market is doing. Watching patiently, that's what the market is doing. Right. We have right. Okay. Using the 4-hour time frame. Wow, we have a break of structure on the daily. So we're looking for sell opportunities now. We're looking for sell opportunities right now. So let me see if we can spot a good setup for a sell. I've not looked at it before, so I'm just looking at it now with you guys together. All right, so let's look at this. All right, we have a BOS on the weekly. So we're looking for sell setup. So we bring out our Fibonacci to want to look at potential areas we should be looking at for. Let me look at my Fibonacci to I just want to take my sell at a premium or discount zone. So I'm looking at taking my zone as a premium. So I'm looking at taking my sell anywhere around there. I'm interested in anywhere around this region, anywhere around there. So from here is a good place to sell from. I'm not looking for it to go below here. I just want to take myself from it because we have a break of. So the market has to come to give us our lower high, right? We want the market to come to give us what? After a BOS, we want to have to see the markets come, give you a lower high, and then continue selling down, right? So now I have streamlined my area of interest, which is from here to the top. Right. So now I'm looking closely and I'm seeing some things now. So my first area for reaccumulation is here. I can see some kind of supply zone here. So I'm looking at here for a sell, right? So I'm looking at this region for a sell. That is my first area of interest. I can see some kind of push up before this heavy sell. So there's some kind of supply zone here, but I think it has been mitigated, although I think it has been mitigated. So I'm looking at for here. Okay, I can see some kind of equal highs that was taken out. Right, so I can bring out my trend line. I'm drawing from here to here. We had equal highs taken out here. Had equal highs taken at this point here. Wow. So now I'm seeing the beta setup up here. So from here to here, we can measure the 50% with our gun box. Right. So we want to see a good place to enter from here to here. Okay. So this is it. So let me remove this or this one so you can see clearly. Right. So now this is a very good setup. So I can see this large bullish candle, right? So I may be looking to sell anywhere around these two regions. So if I see a kind of redistribution here, I will sell. But my major point of interest is here. This is a supply zone, and this supply zone broke structure. So I'm looking at to sell inside this zone. This is my area of interest. I will wait to sell here. If I have a BOS here, I can just take a buy. Like look at how our lower high, or lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So I want to say market break this high here to give me a buy setup. So I'll be buying from here into this zone, right? So we have to wait for the market to break this point here. So basically what I'm expecting on the market is I want the market to come break this point here, give us our higher high, come to give us our retest, and then we fly all the way out. I may take my first profit here, but my major target is here. So I'm looking at this point for my entry, right? So I'm just I was planning market, I was market to come there to give me my sell setup, right? So this is very, you have to be very patient with this particular analysis because it may take a lot of time to play out, right? And let us mark that out. I'm posting this to my Telegram channel as well. Anything I do here, I'm posting to the Telegram channel. So if you want to have access to it, just go to the Telegram channel and you will enjoy it, right? I'm copying this now. We'll look at one last thing and then we call it a day. I don't want to waste too much time on this video. And so I've posted it on my Telegram channel. So let's look at just a few more, just one more. Let's look at step index. All right, just look at step index. I love trading step index. I love trading step index. Love step index so much. Wow. So that's step index. Come on, load up. All right, it's based on step index. We have a very bearish structure. The market is bearish, as you can see. You know the drill. If you want to know a bearish structure, let's look at the structure of the market. Let's draw a trend line. As you can see, the market has been quite bearish. Look at this. The market has been quite bearish. No, something like this. The market has just been rejecting on. No, I don't really trade trend lines, but based on what I can see, this market has been bearish. You used to daily to know the time frame, the overall structure. You have a lower high. You know, those kind of things, lower low, you know, lower high. All of that. So we have a bearish structure on the D1. All right. So now the next thing is we're looking for potential opportunities, right, to take this trade. All right. So this is a 4-hour time frame now. Yes, this is a 4-hour time frame. Let's look out for opportunities. So okay. Based on what I can see here, this market is quite bearish. What about lower low? Okay, let's see if the market can go above this region. Like this is no particular setup on this market for now. Nothing concrete. So let me just check the 2 hour if I can find anything on 2 hour. If it's nothing on 2 hour, then we're going to leave this because the goal is not to force trades. You just have to trade what you're seeing. For now, I'm not seeing anything. I'm not quite seeing anything. Let us just check the 2 hour and see if we can find something of interest. All right, this is a 2 hour time frame. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. All right, nothing concrete yet. Nothing concrete. So I'm seeing something here. The market is kind of tapping into this zone. Wow. This market is kind of tapping into this supply zone. All right, the market may go down. All right, so this, well, we already missed our entry. I already missed it. If we want to sell this market, we have sold it inside here. But as you can see, this market may likely go down. It may likely sell down, right? So I think we have missed this already. It's likely going to sell down because the market is still bearish, all right? So market is likely bearish. So there's nothing of interest on step index for now, unless we are looking to sell. Let's look at for 30 minutes to see if we can find some kind of break or structure or something to give us an entry on this ongoing possible sell. All right, let's look at that. All right, so this is 30-minute time frame. Wow. Higher high, higher low. Wow, let's say 30 minutes break or structure on this market. All right, so if you can get in, take your sell. So have a BOS. Why? Because higher low, break or structure, institutional candle, all of that. So this market is likely to go to sell down. So let us look to get in inside this candle. So the market should eventually come into this candle, take your sell. If it comes into this candle, we have our break or structure. We have institutional candle that was taken out here. So you have our equal highs taken out. We have our institutional candle. Wow, this market is going to sell if it comes into this region. So if it comes into the region, take your sell, stop loss above, and then your TP should be where this low. This is a very good setup. I've seen something here. I'm copying this as well and posting it to the Telegram channel. So I think this should be the last one. Don't want to make this video so long. So let us end here, right? Let's end here in step index. Let's end it. So you can do the analysis for other ones yourself, you know, you can do the other ones yourself. All right. I've posted all this on my Telegram channel. So if you want to view them, just go to Telegram. All right. So that'll be all for now. Let me use this opportunity to talk about my mentorship program. All right. Our mentorship program is still ongoing. If you want to be part of it, just send me a DM or hit the link in the description and you'll be part of our bootcamp, right? So let me just use this opportunity to just, I'll make a small video on that, but I just want to bring to awareness that our bootcamp is on. Our bootcamp is on and it has been on since last year, but we're taking fresh intakes now. Right? It's just on, it goes for a total of $55. right? It's supposed to be 60, but we are doing some kind of discount, right? Sorry, so it's supposed to be $60, so we're taking it for $40, right? So if you want to part of our membership program, here's the link in the description. Yes, here's the link in the description, and we will enroll you. The discount is from now to the end of the month. From now to the end of January, you can join for $40 instead of $60, right? So you can join our mentorship program for $40 instead of $60. Just hit the link in the description and you'll be part of this. So have a wonderful day. Cheers and God bless.